Desert. This over here is Cryptic Mac. This is Tony. Today we will be reviewing a personal favorite shisha of mine, a little bit of Fantasia Pink Lemonade. Alicia, this one's for you because I know you love this stuff as much as I do. Something interesting to point out, and I doubt you can see it from there, but Tony's going to grab the cam off the pod. Come on over. Look what we're using underneath. Ta-da! First review ever we are doing with Coconaras. Okay, here's the thing. At first, I thought these coals were just hype. I'm not going to lie to you, I did. I thought, okay, you know, everybody on Hookah Domain swears up, down, left, right, and sideways. How are these things any more different? But this is the second bowl I've used with them, and the first one for a review. And I gotta say, I'm impressed. I mean, not only are these things way easier to light than my original perception about natural coals, but at the same time, the ashing on this, it doesn't. They don't ash. I mean, it's very difficult to get them to, and even then it comes off in such easy to clump pieces, you can just brush it straight off into your ashtray. Absolutely no odor whatsoever. Again, really, really, really awesome coals, and not only that, they burn forever. I mean, sometimes I can get an hour and a half on a one-man bowl just with two of these things, just the two coals. I mean, you don't have to do anything else to it. So again, more reviews are coming specifically about the Coconaras, but for right now, keep in mind, this is the first one I've tried them, and I like them.
They are excellent.
Absolutely. Now, as for our setup, it's the standard setup you've seen with all my other reviews. This is Mr. Wonderful, my ice-torn hookah from hookah-shisha.com. We'll be using a Vortex bowl that I just picked up a few days ago. Wanted to try it with the Fantasia stuff because it's a little more wet. But again, two Coconaras, the Vortex bowl, and my standard two hose with the ice catcher. As for our shisha, Fantasia Pink Lemonade, I just had the 50 gram because it came as a freebie, truthfully, off of one of the websites. I'm not going to lie, this is my next 200 gram jar right here. This is some tasty, tasty stuff. As for what it is cut like, with Fantasia, for whatever reason, the stuff is more, I mean, I don't want to call it wet, it's almost like a jelly. It's much, much, much more damp and soggy than other kinds, but it maintains a certain rigidity to it. If you look real carefully, you'll see I've turned this bag sideways. It's not moving. This stuff is a gel all the way through. As for the smell on it, oh, do I love this stuff. Oh, smells like the most perfect glass of pink lemonade I can imagine. Very fruity, but with very tart at the same time underneath of it. Really, really, really nice scent. The only thing that makes it even more awesome than the way it smells coming right out of the bag, that candy, sour, sweet mix to it, is the way that it smokes. So, that said, let's head on over here. If you've been paying attention in the background, Tony here has been ripping some death clouds off of this sucker for the longest time. See what I mean? As far as the flavor goes, sweet. Oh, but not overpowering. I mean, it's not as if it was sugary. It's a very, very tart, very crisp pink lemonade taste to it. And it translates beautifully into the smoke. You get an effect off of the flavor every time you take a drag on this stuff. The exhale in particular, doing it out your nose, for instance, you get just the most wonderful smell coming off of it, the same as it smells that is coming from the box. Cloud size, as Tony has been demonstrating,
It's 6:30. It's 6:30. Awesome.
Thank you, Tony's computer. Cloud size, very nice, as you just saw. You can get some nice rips off of this stuff. I mean, maybe it's just because of using the Vortex bowl and preserving it for a longer period of time, but this is also true of all Fantasias. I've noticed that they can produce nice clouds if the conditions are met properly. Because of its moisture, sometimes it can be a little tricky to get it going, but when it does, and when you get it right, ooh, beautiful, beautiful taste and smoke off of this stuff. Again, one of the nicer ones I've smoked. I do like a lot of stuff from the Fantasia line, but this one really is something special. I mean that sincerely. Really nice flavor. Good. I mean, if there is such a thing as a smoke you would want to enjoy outdoors, this is the one. I mean, this is the one where you sit down in a park with a bunch of your friends who have never done hookah before and give them something like this as their first experience. They will be lifetime friends of the hookah. All in all, if I had to pick a score on it, I got to do it. This might be the first one, but 10. There's no other way to put it. Tony, what do you got?
I got 10. It's awesome.
I mean, this stuff is some of the finest that I've run across. And again, as long as you do your heat management properly, it can turn into some really, really tasty stuff. Unfortunately, as much as I love you guys, I'm going to smoke this stuff now because, as you can see, my 50 grams running a bit low, and I'm going to enjoy the hell out of it. So, any questions, message me or Cryptic Mac over here. Stay tuned. We have more videos coming, including about 5 or 6 entries in the Kokonara video contest. Remember these words. We're winning a hookah for Tony.
Yay, hookah.